Hello friends, Alopecia and Homeopathic Management discussion by Dr. Shamini, myself. We have done part 1 dealing with alopecia, its classification, the hair cycle, how it's been presented, what are the risk factors and the common investigations that can do. Now this is the second part of the video where we will be dealing about homeopathic management in the case of alopecia. So many remedies are basically used for the treatment of hair fall in homeopathy. The medicines are based on the totality of symptoms and the underlying cause. So if the underlying cause is acute, we treat that first, then we move on to the constitutional medicine. We'll be discussing very commonly used medicines here. Alumina. So in alumina, we can see that hair fall happens from all over the body. That is, it is suitable for alopecia universalis. Itching of the scalp due to dandruff. These are very hasty and harried people with variable mood. They seem pretty much worse in the morning on waking, and the complaints are aggravated periodically. The complaints are better by open air and in damp climate. Next is ammonium mure. The falling of hair with dandruff, large brand-like scales of scalp can be seen in the scalp. Hair is dry and lusterless. Intense itching of the scalp will be seen more during the morning, just like alumina. And similar to alumina, they are also better by open air. Next is argentum nitricum. Here, the hair fall happens after long continued mental exertion. We can see premature graying of hair, so it can be given for people having that condition also. These people look older to their age and they prefer sweets, great desires of sweets, even though sweet causes them condition to aggravate. They are better in fresh air and cold climate. Next is Baraitacar. Basically, this remedy is suitable for scrofulous children. Mental weakness with loss of confidence is seen. Bashful, childish type of people who are always, any complaint will be associated with this, swollen tonsils. Hair loss about the crown in young people. Sensitive scalp, which is aggravated by scratching. Next is borax. The hair gets tangled at tips and sticks together. Reappearance of tangles, that is, even if we cut it out, the existing tips, hair tips, tangled hair tips, it will reappear once it grows back. These people get aggravated by warm weather after menses, and they have very prominent fear about downward motion. They are ameliorated by pressure, evening and cold weather. It is actually given for scalp psoriasis, also a very nice remedy. Silesia. Here alopecia comes with the pain. Dandruff and eczema leading to hair loss. Hair fall from vertex, occiput, bregma and beard. Hair fall after parturition. This is Calcarea car. Hair loss with intense itching and sweating of scalp. Falling of hair while combing. We frequently see this. When you comb, a lot of hair falls out. And these people have itching also with the sweating. There's dryness of hair. If you see, there will be yellowish or white scales on scalp. Cantharis, hair fall while combing, especially during confinement and lactation. Scales on scalp and severe dandruff would be accompanying it. Chelidonium, another important remedy, where hair is very dry. Matted hair behind the ears. Occipital hair fall while combing. Pain at the roots of the hair while combing, aggravation by touch and change of weather. Dulcamera, thick crust on scalp leading to hair fall. Aggravated by damp, wet weather, it is suitable for tinea capitis also. Basically, it is a washerman remedy, we say, because these complaints get worse in damp, wet weather by getting wet. The hot days and cold nights makes them worse. Now, moving on, fluoric acid. Hair loss from spots on the scalp, hair loss after a period of sickness, hair breakage after syphilis, tangled hair, aggravated by warmth, morning, warm drinks, better by cold and while walking. Fluoric acid is a very important medicine given after an acute condition, fever or any condition that they have faced. Next is vinca minor. Alopecia when accompanied by dandruff, plica polonica. Plica polonica basically is the other term for matting of the hair together, which we have seen in chelidonium also, borax also. So plica polonica means when the hair is matted, just like not being combed for long. We can see in people like yogis and gurus, they don't comb hair, so that type of hair is known as plica polonica. Next is basilinum, alopecia areata. Hair fall with severe dandruff, tinea capitis. It's used as an intercurrent remedy. They are worse during night, early morning, and due to cold. In vinca minor, we can see spots on the scalp also, which oozes moisture. Bald spots can be seen. Lycopodium, most of us know the lycopodium are good for premature balding and for grey hair. There is hair loss after childbirth and after acute abdominal diseases because their abdomen is a very sensitive part. There's itching, burning of scalp aggravated by warm exercise. Next is calicar, dry thinning of hair after nervous fevers. Alopecia universalis is a good remedy. Premature graying of hair also. These are very anxious people who get very irritable with having alternative moods. They are better by motion and during day, and complaints are worse during cold weather, morning about 3 a.m. Now mesothelium. Now hair fall in handfuls happens. Curly hair sticks together, leathery crusted scalp with pustules or pus, white scales and dandruff leading to hair loss. Actually, this medicine encourages hair growth. Next is natremure. Hair loss with dandruff and white crusts of scalp. Scalp is sensitive, shining face as if greasy around the hairline after parturition, dry eruptions especially on margin of the hairy scalp, and bends of joints. Hair fall in women suffering from anemia. Next is soranum, best medicine for hair fall due to psoriasis or eczema. As we know that psoriasis as well as eczema is the basic underlying cause of dandruff. Matted hair, dry, lusterless, rough hair, intense itching, enlarged glands, oily skin. They are aggravated by coffee. Soranum doesn't act well if you continue giving or taking coffee. Change of weather and hot climate. They are chilly people. Pulsatilla for postpartum hair loss. It's a basic woman remedy. People who show thirstlessness and open air preference. Their complaints are worse by fat-rich food. Phosphorus. These people are very tall, slender, having transparent skin, who are weakened by loss of animal fluids, great emaciation and nervous debility. Suddenness of the symptoms appear. Superficial syphilis, skin lesions, nervous debility and polycythemia. Low-spirited and easily vexed people who are very oversensitive to external impressions and are restless too. There is itching of scalp, dandruff falling out of hair in large bunches, aggravated by change of weather from getting wet in hot weather, better by cold food, cold and sleep. Now phosphoric acid, mental debility is marked. This medicine acts very good in the hair loss that happens to people who have been exposed to acute disease, grief, loss of vital fluids, who have been suffering from depression, who have not been able to come out of their grief. So for them, they show graying of hair early, hair falls, hair thins out. They prefer juice and feel better by warmth, and complaints are more by exertion. Another one is thyroidinum. because thyroid disorder plays a very important role in the loss of hair. So thyroidinum is a remedy that also has a good action over this condition. Here the senile whitening of hair, hair loss in normal sites, and hair grows in abnormal sites like PCOS, Cushing syndrome, etc. Now there will be eczema, psoriasis associated with adiposity. Syphilinum, when best selected remedy fails to control the syphilitic affection, and we know that syphilitic affection also causes hair loss. The falling of hair, and where the hair falling happens in circular patches, both at the scalp as well as at the beard. There's alopecia barbari. Now their complaints are more during night, from sunset to sunrise. This is a typical thing mentioned in Helen's keynote, and they are more aggravated during summer. Staphysagria, hair fall from occiput and around the ears, humid, fetid eruption with dandruff. Hair is pulled out without any pain. People who are easily offended and concerned about others' opinion. Now these people are people who can't speak when they have been insulted or humiliated, but they'll go home and show their anger to the ones whom they love the most or who they are very close. Like if it's a husband who gets insulted in the office, he doesn't speak out there, he'll go home and shout at his wife or kids. That sort of personality. Now comes graphitis. It's given for alopecia totalis, a very important remedy in alopecia. Alopecia in patches, especially of occiput, due to moist eruption on scalp. The triad of graphitis can be flabby, chilly, and costive people. Costive means constipated people. And falling of hair at temples and sides of head. So these are basic few remedies, common remedies that we prescribe. There are many other remedies that we can mention here. So it's a disclaimer. The medicines are mentioned to make the people aware about the scope of homeopathy in the management of this condition. None of the before mentioned medicines are to be taken without a proper consultation from a qualified homeopathic physician. Thank you.